Hi everyone, I am back and today I'm going to be talking about a split that I was lucky enough to get in on from Pigasus 27, and I was super excited about being able to get on this. This was for Guerlain Cuir Beluga. And first of all, I wanted to give a little shout out for Pigasus 27 because I have been in on a lot of splits, and this one came really quick, packaged really nicely, labeled really nicely. You don't always get that depending on who you're dealing with. So I wanted to give him a little props there, and thank you so much for including me because this is one that I've always wanted to sample. So this fragrance was created in 2005 by Olivier Polge, and the notes are mandarin, aldehydes, leather, immortelle or everlasting flower, vanilla, heliotrope, and amber. So I want to start by saying that I've sprayed this many times in the last few days, and I also had my husband help me with sampling this as well so that I could get his opinion of it. And I have to say that both of us had the exact same reaction. This fragrance reminds us of something, and at first it was a little difficult to place. That's right, I smell like Play-Doh when I spray this on. So I know that there are a lot of you out there that love this scent, and I will agree that it did get better for me. So I went out and I read some reviews online, and I watched Hiro's review of this scent, and I really started to try to piece together what could I possibly be missing in this. So the first thing that I found interesting was I read peredepierre's online review of the scent, and he also strongly had the Play-Doh association. And he noted that Play-Doh is actually scented with cherry, vanilla, and almond, which is very close to what I get in the dry down of this scent. I don't really experience leather per se in this. What I do get is a very creamy, kind of luxurious, powdered vanilla, that cherry, that almond. And it's not necessarily gourmand. It's not necessarily super sweet, like it makes you think of food and candy. So I can appreciate that part of the scent, that it's, I would say, an elegant gourmand. Maybe that's a new classification. Hiro also mentioned in his review that there was a very, beautiful mandarin in the opening, and I went back and I sprayed this a couple of different times, and I was finally able to sniff out and kind of separate that experience from the heliotrope aspect of this fragrance. So I'm really appreciative for his kind of notation of that in the beginning, because that did really help me to experience another level of this scent. And I think that that's really important, is for us to go out and kind of see what are other people saying, because that can sometimes help, and that can sometimes hurt actually my experience of things. Sometimes I read something that someone said that I never noticed before. Someone said something the other day about vetiver and Bottega Veneta, and I had never experienced that before. Not that that's bad for me, but that's just, I had never really noticed that as part of the scent, and then once they said that, I went and I was like, oh yeah, I was able to pick that up. I love vetiver, so not that that hurt, but it has happened to me in the past that someone says something, and then I go back and I try the scent again, and then that negative connotation is there. I'm able to sniff it out. Sometimes that happens to me as well when comparing scents. Like, I think I really love a scent, and I'm like, oh, it kind of smells like so-and-so, and I spray them side by side, and then I realize one is infinitely more beautiful than the other, and then that scent is ruined for me. So I try not to do that too much anymore. Perfume Shrine actually called this an aloof vanilla. And I would say for me that kind of sums up what I wind up getting from this. Reminded me a little bit in the dry down of Havana Vanilla, which was like just a very cold kind of sheer but luxurious feeling vanilla for me. So that's kind of the end result of what I wind up in this fragrance. I do think that it's very well crafted. I mean, it's Guerlain, and to me, you're going to get a beautifully crafted scent. I can't appreciate all their scents, but I have never tried one and thought that it was cheaply composed or, poorly put together. So I think this is a lovely scent. And if you typically enjoy that combination of heliotrope and vanilla, I think that this is definitely a great scent for you. What I would say for people that are really looking for a leather-based scent, for me personally, you're not going to find it here. I don't really see a leather connotation at all. When I think of a really beautiful leather-based scent, I'm going to be thinking of Chanel, or I'm going to be thinking of Jove Habanera, which I've talked about before, Nice 10. I love leather. I love strong leather. So for me, this didn't quite do what I was looking for. But if you are interested, I highly recommend you getting a sample, because I don't think you're going to be sorry that you did. Thanks everybody for watching.